The embattled president of France has been dealt a number of devastating blows in recent days, including reports that bankers have revealed a bias for the United Kingdom and revelations that French border police have neglected their duties. An impending report by the trade organization Make UK states that the United Kingdom has now surpassed France to become the eighth largest manufacturer in the world. As if things couldn't get any worse for Emmanuel Macron, this news comes just as the report is set to be released. A tough year might be said to have been had by the President of France, whose net approval rating currently hovers at minus 31%, according to Politico.eu. Since his victorious campaign for re-election the year prior, there has been a steady stream of crises. After his government pushed through an increase in the country's retirement age from 62 to 64, large protests broke out across the country in the month of March, and they frequently descended into violent behavior. Just last week, a two-week investigation by the Express revealed that law enforcement agencies in Calais were failing to hold up their end of a contract with the UK to prevent migrants from attempting deadly channel crossings by small boat. The bargain was made to prevent migrants from making perilous channel crossings by small boat. One of the largest multinational banks based in France has urged investors to move their money out of the Eurozone in the latest sign that big money is losing its appetite for the nation. After years of post-Brexit uncertainty, analysts at the French multinational BNP Paribas, which employs over 200,000 people worldwide, now believe that the United Kingdom is a better place to invest than the European Union. This comes as a big boost to the City of London. The head of credit research at the bank, Victor Jort, recently gave an interview to The Telegraph in which he stated that the outlook for UK equities is not bad at all. A value market is represented by the FTSE. It possesses a great deal of energy and materials, in addition to a great deal of financial institutions. In addition, he stated that we think that this kind of environment is quite favorable to value investing in general, as opposed to growth investing. The United Kingdom is a really good illustration of that. The cheap pound, the economy working better than predicted, and an attractive combination of sectors, with both a world-leading financial services industry in the capital and flourishing manufacturing countrywide, were given as factors behind the experts' bullish view of Britain's future. Additionally, the rosy outlook was attributed to the fact that the economy was functioning better than anticipated. However, the reason why the eyes of the world are currently focused on the next day in Marseille, French authorities came under fire again for a lack of preparedness as hundreds of English fans were left stuck outside the Stade Velodrome to see their team's opening match against Argentina. This led to widespread criticism of the French government. According to the Evening Standard, a number of fans who had arrived at the venue a considerable amount of time in advance were unable to obtain access to the venue until 20 minutes into the game, while others were caught in a jam at the gates. After that, the governing body of rugby was compelled to offer an apology for the access challenges, as similar congestion issues were noticed both in Paris for the tournament's opening encounter and in Bordeaux for Ireland's match against Romania. But in what is possibly the most devastating indictment of Mr. Macron's governance, it was discovered that several cops in Calais who were supported by the £480 million program that was funded by the taxpayers of the United Kingdom to get a handle on the migrant situation had completely disregarded their duties. In the course of its inquiry into the matter, the Express spoke to a member of the Compagnies Républicaines de Sécurité, CRS, who stated the following despite being paid by the United Kingdom to police the beaches. "We do not stop the migrants. It is not our job to stop them. A few days ago, I consented to the departure of a family who had expressed their desire to do so. They made an impression on my soul. Before we are police officers, we are just regular. Over the course of the last fiscal year, the United Kingdom provided President Macron with over £62 million in order to strengthen anti-smuggling efforts. Nevertheless, the problem has only become worse. This summer, the total number of illegal crossings of the Channel passed the milestone of 100,000 for the past 5 years, as more than 23,000 people have already completed the trek this year alone. The findings, according to a senior member of the Conservative Party named David Jones, verified long-held suspicions that the French commitment to stopping the vile trade in people smuggling is little more than a facade.